Welcome to Cosmic Narratives, where every story is a journey through time, space, and imagination. Prepare to explore the extraordinary. The sinking of the Titanic. The grand voyage begins. It was April 10, 1912. The Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ocean liner ever built, prepared to embark on her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York. Thousands of people gathered to witness the beginning of what was supposed to be a historic journey, one that would redefine ocean travel. Passengers from all walks of life boarded the vessel: wealthy aristocrats, middle-class families, and hopeful immigrants looking for a new life across the Atlantic. The Titanic was a marvel, a floating city with grand staircases, opulent dining rooms, and the promise of ultimate safety. But beneath the excitement lay an invisible danger, one that no one could foresee. As the Titanic set sail, the passengers marveled at the sheer size and elegance of the ship. In the first-class lounges, well-dressed men and women sipped champagne, while in the third-class quarters, families shared stories of their dreams of a new life in America. The ship's captain, Edward Smith, confidently guided the vessel through calm waters, unaware that this would be his final voyage. Titanic was dubbed unsinkable, a statement that would soon be put to the ultimate test. The Iceberg approaches. 4 days into the voyage, the Titanic sailed through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The night of April 14th was calm and still, with no wind or waves to disturb the ship's course, but danger loomed ahead. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout in the crow's nest spotted something, a massive iceberg directly in the ship's path. Panic set in as he rang the bell and called down to the bridge. First Officer William Murdoch took immediate action, ordering the ship to turn hard to port, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along the starboard side of the Titanic, creating a series of gashes below the waterline. In the engine rooms, men worked frantically to contain the flooding, but the damage was severe. Water poured into the lower compartments, and soon it became clear that the ship's fate was sealed. The Titanic was sinking. Chaos on deck. As news of the collision spread, panic began to grip the passengers and crew. Captain Smith ordered the lifeboats to be prepared, but there was a grim reality. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. Women and children were given priority, while many men were left to fend for themselves. The ship's band began to play, trying to calm the growing fear among the passengers, but chaos reigned as people rushed to secure a place on the lifeboats, and as the freezing water continued to rise, the situation became increasingly desperate. Passengers from every class now faced the same fate, their wealth and status meaningless in the face of the disaster. In third class, families struggled to reach the upper decks, trapped by locked gates meant to keep them separate from the wealthier passengers. Above, lifeboats were being lowered into the water, half full in the rush. Survivors would later recall the chilling cries of those left behind as the lifeboats drifted away into the dark, icy sea. The final moments. At 2:20 a.m., just 2 hours and 40 minutes after hitting the iceberg, the Titanic's stern lifted high into the air as the bow slipped beneath the surface. The ship's lights flickered and then went out, plunging the remaining passengers into darkness. Some clung to debris, while others were pulled into the freezing water. For those still on the ship, the end came swiftly. The mighty Titanic broke apart and sank to the ocean floor, carrying over 1,500 souls with her. In the freezing waters of the North Atlantic, the survivors huddled in lifeboats, listening to the cries of those left behind. The icy water claimed many lives within minutes, as hypothermia set in. Only 705 people survived that night, saved by the RMS Carpathia, which arrived hours later. The rest were lost to the depths, along with the grand dream of the unsinkable ship. The aftermath. The sinking of the Titanic sent shockwaves across the world. Investigations were launched in both the United States and Britain to determine what went wrong. The tragedy exposed the lack of safety regulations in the shipping industry, leading to significant reforms, including the requirement that ships carry enough lifeboats for all passengers. The story of the Titanic became a symbol of hubris, a reminder that nature could humble even the most advanced human creations. To this day, the Titanic remains a powerful symbol of both the heights of human achievement and the depths of human tragedy. Its wreck was discovered in 1985, nearly 73 years after it sank. The haunting images of the ship's remains, resting on the ocean floor, continue to captivate and inspire people around the world. The Titanic story lives on in books, films, and the collective memory of mankind, reminding us of the fragility of life and the cost of overconfidence, a legacy never forgotten. The Titanic was more than just a ship. It was a symbol of human innovation, ambition, and tragedy. The lessons learned from that fateful night have shaped the way we travel and build today. Though the Titanic may rest at the bottom of the ocean, her story will forever be told, a tale of hope, loss, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Thank you for exploring with us. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us again as we dive into new worlds and timeless tales. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars.